Okay, take two, as I said the R word without meaning to. Okay. There's a lot of anger in this country at the moment, understandably. 3 little girls are now dead. Immigrant murdered them, injured many others. Obviously, the anger is directed at the immigrant communities, but also frustration, because what can we do? Okay, so I'll say it this way, put it this way. 99% of the immigrants, illegals and legals who come to this country are not bad people. They have come to this country because our government for the last 30 years has gone, come to this country and we'll give you the life you've always dreamed of. You'll have more rights than the British citizens, you'll get more from the benefit system than any British family ever does, no matter if they're paid into the system. And what would anybody living in poverty do if they're offered that kind of life? Now, there's only a very small percentage of these people that are criminals. A very small percentage of these people that are evil. Now I say to them, as well as the British people, if you want to continue with your life in this country, if you want to continue enjoying the benefits this country offers, then you need to unite with your British neighbours. Stop living in your isolated little communities. I mean, I see it every day being a road sweeper. We've got lots of different nationalities living around here. Most of them stick to their own little groups and do not integrate with British society at all. Just like the Asians that came over in the 50s and 60s, they live in their own communities. They're not integrated at all. This country is being lost. We have 80 communities in this country living under Sharia law in a free Christian country. All this anger and hate, I understand. I have children. If this had happened to one of my children, I would be out there killing right now until I was killed myself. I've been calling for the army to step in because the army is the only power in this country that can do anything. But they won't. They're commanded by the lackeys of the government, or they're lackeys of the government. I will say this to any self-respecting soldier out there: refuse deployment to foreign nations. It's not our wars, not our fights. We've got to fight here at home, and we need you here. To the police that are enforcing these draconian laws where we're not allowed to say or make any kind of comments against these terrorists, these murderers, these R word and SA words, we're not allowed to say it. Stop protecting the evil. All you're doing is upholding the globalist agenda, because this is what they want. They want us fighting amongst ourselves. They want this hate amongst ourselves, because it all goes towards the end goal of depopulation. Because the more we fight amongst ourselves, the more of us are going to die, the less of us they have to kill themselves. And if you look at their manifesto, it's clearly written in their manifesto: allow foreign criminals into your country, protect them, guard them, allow them to commit their atrocities to cause greater hate and discord amongst the population. It don't matter where you come from in the world. If you're living in this country, if you call this country home, if you're British, Romanian, Afghanistan, wherever you come from, if you want this country to remain free, make a stand. As I called for in a video yesterday, somebody needs to step up, somebody who the people can follow, who I can follow. If I'm going to give my life to protect this country, and I am willing to do so, to protect my wife, my children, my family, my friends, I will fight and I will die, because I'm not a soldier. I'm a 51-year-old man who's well past his prime. but I will still do it, because that's what we do. Now, we used to be a strong nation, small but mighty. We used to be called the British Lions for a reason. I'd like to think deep down in our souls we still are those people. But when we were those people, we had community. We were a community. Wherever you lived in this country, you had community. They've stolen that from us. They've taken away our communities. They've given us all this other stuff to blind us. They've brainwashed the middle class's youth. Because you don't see the stupidity amongst the poor people's youth as you do in the middle class's youth. They're trying to brainwash our youth, but most of us poor people see the world for what it is, and we re-educate our children as to the true nature, or at least responsible parents do, of the government, the globalist agenda, the Muslim caliphates that want to take control of this country. Well, the Muslims won't win. The globalists won't allow it. They're only pushing this stuff through now because it causes, as I've stated repeatedly, hate. Now, I know most of you ain't going to watch this video. Most of you ain't going to agree with what I'm saying. Most of you got your head in your sand and you still believe the lies you're told on the news and in the papers. And just look, in 1 week, 3 police officers battered for doing their duty. The people who did it got off scot-free. Why? Because one of them got kicked in the head. The police officer who kicked that suspect in the head, suspended. Why are we protecting the criminals? Why? Simple. To increase the hate. To increase our lack of confidence in our police force, which is massively underfunded and undermanned. A lieutenant colonel of the British Army attacked in full uniform outside his barracks from behind, stabbed, 12 times? 3 little girls, other children, 2 adults. I think it's 2 adults, the last thing I saw in the paper or the news, what little there is of it. In a week. As I've said before, up north, the SA and R statistics have risen by over 500%, mostly committed by immigrants. And where are they? I mean, we've got these 2 that rang a child ring that just got released from prison and were supposed to be deported back to Pakistan. Pakistan don't want them. Told us, no, we're not taking them. Keep them. While we're giving Pakistan billions in aid every year. Giving them whatever they fucking want. No, we should be cutting them off. You want to take back your vile criminals? Your child R-word? We ain't helping you out anymore. Simple as that. To be honest, I think we should stop all foreign aid anyway. We have enough homeless people in this country. The homelessness is a situation created by successive governments of this country, not by the massive immigration that we've had into this country. That's just made it a whole lot worse. We got ex-military living on the streets, men and women who fought for this country, fought for our rights, fought for our way of life, living on the streets, and nobody cares. It can't go on. Civil war is coming. This is a message to the government. Somebody, somewhere, sometime, will step forward with the rhetoric, with the ability to lead, which I don't have any of that shit. As I said, my brain's all fucking waffly, wobbles all over the place. And when that person rises, the British will rise behind them. Global elitists, your days are numbered. I just hope what I'm saying comes true. We want to fight back, but we have nobody to lead us. Somebody, please lead us.